pretty uncomfortable for Mahlatse Gallens there this morning. Mahlatse, good morning. We've seen dozens of Malema supporters there walking in front of the camera, and you seem to be pushed and shoved as well. Tell us about how you're feeling right now.
Good morning, Vuyo. At the moment, things are a lot more calmer than a few minutes ago, but it actually got quite chaotic earlier on because the expelled ANC Youth League president, Julius Malema, actually arrived about just 3 minutes ago, and just as he arrived, the hundreds of his supporters then ran towards his car and they continued singing songs in support of him. One particular song they were singing is Senzeni Now, What Have We Done, which is a song they started singing from yesterday. As you can see right behind me, they've already started, they have gathered right around me, many of them holding placards, some of them saying hands off Julius Malema, Asijiki, which is the phrase that many have been using, saying we are not turning back. There's another one that reads Malema is right, we need political freedom, viva Juju. And that has been the mood so far. We are expecting that Julius Malema will come out of the police station where he has officially handed himself over and will be processed. We understand things like his fingerprints will be taken, and when those proceedings are complete, he will walk across from where we are right now, which is the Polokwane Regional Court.
Now, we understand that his lawyers were saying they had not seen the charge sheet as yet. In going to the police station, do you know whether they'd received the charge sheet and the complete list of charges that he is facing?
By late last night, many of his associates were confirming to us that Julius Malema has indeed seen that charge sheet. A lot of them saying to us that they are quite excited by the fact that he will only be facing one count of money laundering. Remember, Vuyo, reports were saying that he could be facing 3 charges: money laundering, corruption and fraud. And they're saying it's only one charge of money laundering. And from what we are understanding is that the state is alleging that he benefited from proceeds of a crime. And as you mentioned earlier, all of it related to that multi-million rand tender that was given to On Point by the Limpopo government, the Roads and Transport Department. Basically, the allegation being that some of the companies that benefited from that tender, including On Point, where Malema is a shareholder, then deposited money into the Ratanang Trust that belongs to Julius Malema. So far, we have an indication that he has actually seen the charge sheet. He was meeting with his lawyers until late, strategizing on the way forward.
Just talk a little bit about this. Some are asserting, and I've received messages on Twitter, people saying they have a sense of deja vu. They feel like it's pre-2007, before the journey to Polokwane, at the time when current President Jacob Zuma was facing charges himself. Is that a sense that you're getting yourself about this particular matter?
Definitely from the supporters that were there yesterday, all of them saying that we were there when President Jacob Zuma was facing corruption charges. They were there actually to support him. They believe in the principle of innocent until proven guilty, and that's what they are doing now, supporting their leader. Many of them still recognizing him as president of the ANC Youth League despite his expulsion. So a lot of what happened during President Jacob Zuma's corruption legal woes being compared to what is happening to Julius Malema now. And they are basically saying that they were the ones that were out there also going to the courts when he was appearing, and hence they will continue doing that for Julius Malema. Of course, from the leaders as well, there has been this repeated statement from many of them saying that the charges are politically linked. It is state resources being used to fight political battles. Julius Malema himself has said that he is ready to face the court. But a lot of similarities between what was happening in 2007 when President Jacob Zuma was appearing and now.
All right, Mahlatse, thank you very much. Mahlatse Gallens is SABC News reporter. She is just outside the regional court, Polokwane, where Julius Malema is expected to appear.